Hi everyone, my name is Laura Ben David and I live in Tekoa. Here, see it a little better now. Tekoa, it's a beautiful yishuv of about 1,000+ families, although most people find that hard to believe since it's such a sleepy looking little town. It's very pastoral and it's very chill and kind of different. Tekoa is one of the neighborhoods in Gush Etzion, as I mentioned. It's in the Judean hills, just south of Jerusalem, but it's in the eastern part of Gush Etzion. You may have heard of Neve Daniel, Elazar, Alon Shvut, that's the west, and this is on the eastern part, which is close to Herodian, which is, I'll show you in a moment. Herodian is that hilltop right there that, if you look at it closely, it kind of looks like a volcano. But we'll talk about that a different time. Tekoa is a mixed yishuv. What's very cool about Tekoa, the thing that really brought me here, is the fact that you don't have to be cookie cutter. There's no expectations of being religious, not religious, this kind of politics, this kind of anything. It's really whatever, everything goes. And in fact, when I first moved here and I said to people, so can you do this in Tekoa? Can you dress this way in Tekoa? Can you whatever things I thought of, and people would always say, whatever I asked, they would say, well, of course you can. It's Tekoa, and that's really what it's like. Tekoa it is a large yishuv in terms of numbers of people, and it does have amenities, the kind of things you would expect. Of course, we have a grocery store, a very nice grocery store, and also a smaller store with like health foods. What else do we have? And they have like a shuk every week before Shabbat. There's all sorts of other options. There's healthcare. We have Maccabi. I'm not sure what else, but I know there's Maccabi. There's even like an industrial area. There's other things like there's a secondhand store and tons of artists. There's a lot of artsy people here. It's like even like kind of like an artist colony. So there's a lot of artsy stuff in terms of things you can buy and things you can do and things you can make. There are at least 2 gyms, places that you can sign up to take classes, men and women. There's paths and hills. You see the hills. You can, people bike ride and run, and there's basketball and tennis, all sorts of things. So there's really a lot to do. There's a yeshiva here. There are many different shuls. There's a Karli Bach minyan that's very popular. It's definitely very much a Tekoa type of thing. It kind of goes with the vibe here. There's a school, an elementary school that's quite large, and also like the Shuv Tekoa, it's also mixed. It's considered part of the Mamlachti Dati system, the religious school system, but the school itself doesn't operate like most typical religious public schools, but rather it has options. So for example, if a child doesn't, if they're a secular family or the child doesn't want to daven in the morning, so they don't have to, they have options, other options that are respectful, where they're there and they're present and they're part of things, but they're not obligated. The dress code also is very relaxed, so that's definitely part of the vibe here as well. In terms of housing, really there's all sorts of things. Let's see if I can turn in a way that you can see this is where I live. But let's see, you can kind of see from far, there's like a lot of different types of housing. This is just what you see from here, which is a very small part of this large yishuv. But there's houses that you can build on your own. There's apartments you can rent, like that basement apartments, like what I have. All different types of housing. The prices are good, much better than Jerusalem, but it's not specifically cheap, because it's become very popular. We're very close to Jerusalem in terms of commuting. We're about 15 minutes away from the beginning, from Har Choma, which is the southeast part of Jerusalem, and then from there, wherever you want to go, you can get to the highway and go anywhere. And about 15 minutes from the western part of Gush Etzion, where also a lot of kids go to school. So those are options as well. You don't have to go to the school here. Plenty of kids go to the various different other schools in the Western Gush and also in Jerusalem. So there are lots of options, lots of opportunities, lots of people, super, super nice people. And I think that's it. So good luck.